Man, takes time. Everything takes time. Here we go. I'm gonna go to the dog park first to see if she wants to do her business, and from there we're gonna start a video or film a video that I wanna do. Shouldn't take long, like everything. Um, Tuesday, May, whatever is this, 12? 13, 12? Just after Mother's Day. We had a very interesting Mother's Day. We had a new roof put in our home during Mother's Day weekend and during Mother's Day. It was finished. Probably I can see it from here. Yeah, I can see it from here. So that looks alright. Almost done. A little bit of what do you call that? They painted some stuff, and it smelled it in the two bathrooms. That we have a little bit of smell. It's like oil paint. So I'm expecting that to last a few days, maybe a week. No biggie. I mean, the Francisco, the roofer, is super nice, super responsible. We only had one issue after they left Sunday, but we were not here because look at baby ears perking over there. We were at my son's, and then so it's one of those deals. And we came back, and of course, but again, no biggie, no major thing. We cleared that truck. They came yesterday and fixed it. And that's what I like about contractors like that. They're super committed, super responsible. Like, they want to do whatever is required to make it right, and that's all you need, right? And they did all this with me still owning them 50% of the deal, right? So imagine that. It's only 50% deposit, sort of, and then 50% payment when they're done, and that's exactly what happened. So we're gonna go to baby's little park over here to see if she wants to do her business before I continue to my ride. And then I'm gonna announce that ride at the park when I'm done. All right. Cameras are rolling. Doing a dual camera test with dual mics. So I don't have to have dual mics, but I want to just see how it works. It's part of when you have equipment and doing videos, that's what you do. Test. So I'm gonna take baby out. Relax, right? And then let's see if she do her business. I think she will, but I'm not sure. Come here. Oh, come here. Take 3, going to the hospital. Let's just go. So we are at Paradise Park. We've seen this before. If you see the other videos, I'm with the dog. She's back there. She did a little bit of her business. She's right here. And the whole purpose of this is to show you how to go to the hospital using a golf cart, which unfortunately I had to do twice. One for a friend of ours and one for my wife. I mean, after they were in the hospital. But the good news is, the cool thing about doing it in a golf cart is, believe it or not, the golf cart parking at the hospital is the closest you ever be to the main entrance. And because although the hospital is big, and that's the way it is. They have little shuttles. Maybe we see that, but let's see what happens. On the right, over those bushes, that's the archery range again. This is Paradise Park. I'm trying to see if I can park my little truck here, but everything takes permission and a lot of time, and people don't respond. But doggy park's on the right. As I mentioned before, my dog doesn't like dog parks, so it's alright. Everest Bridge again. The cool part about lithium power golf cars, they can really go on, especially on a bridge like this. My Yamaha 4-seater can go but definitely about half the speed that you just saw. And I'm not using the brake right now because once you release the accelerator, the electric motor kind of works as a brake. So through Veterans Park, over there in that little memorial thing that you see there in the middle, let me show you something very quickly before we continue to the right. You see that building through the trees there that is being built? Hopefully you can see it on the video. That building, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago, was what they call like a warehouse type for the villages to do their thing in the squares, and somebody burned it down. Oh, here, let me show you this. Today's Tuesday. It's a good idea to show you this. This is one of the many clubs here. These are RC boats. They have sailboats and electric racing boats. Hopefully you can see the boats here. Yeah, I think it's Tuesday and Thursdays. I'm not sure. It's a really cool thing. I'm not into boats. I'm into RC everything, but not much into boats. And the reason is, I don't know, I don't enjoy it that much. So this side is pretty much the sailboat side, if you want to call it anything. And that looks like a lot like a friend of mine. Or slow boats, like that guy's carrying one. That guy has a submarine. I don't know how you can enjoy a submarine on a remote control. You can see it on the water there. It's actually a submarine, remote control submarine. Isn't that cool? But once it goes on the water, what are you gonna do? Look at that speedboat over there on that side. That's a very fast boat. Maybe you can see it, I don't know. I'm gonna go this way so you can see it. The kind of things you do in the villages. It's a fast one. It's a fast boat. Let me see if you can see something with my camera. Hopefully you can. Watch that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Almost F up. Almost F up. Here we go again. Woohoo! Be careful. Those, man, that's a fast one. So you can Google all kinds of clubs here. I don't know, like whatever. I don't know. They have something have their name here. Something Villages RC Boat Club. You can join and have. Hello. Oh, Castaway Boat. Yeah, there's a sign there. I think there's more than one boat related, what you call it, like club. So that building being built right there, again, it was burned down by somebody. I think they caught him, and so now they're putting it back together. It looks bigger than the previous one. I know somebody that worked for the commercial group, and I didn't know what that building was for until I asked him. I said, "You remember the previous warehouse that was burned down?" "Oh shit, yeah." And then that's what he said. That's the replacement. So this is the way to the hospital, where that's actually that lake is part of what is called the Hacienda or Hacienda Rec Center. On the right, you see that pool? That's a sports pool. It has a lot of aqua aerobics and lap pools and whatever. The pools here are divided in 3 groups. Mainly, let me go here so you see the Hacienda Rec Center. Sports, family, and adult. Yeah, lady coming now? Yeah. Come on. Yeah, La Hacienda Recreation Center. I think it's being renovated too. This is one of the main ones when you can come here and do what you need to get the guest passes or stuff like that. They have different levels where you can do different stuff. Something's going on here. This parking is kind of full. Usually that means, yeah, there's some activity of some kind. So this is what happened with these rides. I want to show you the hospital, and well, guess what? Across the street, that's one of the many hotels around here. A lot of people use those hotels, especially when they have guests. I don't know the name of that one, but there's going to be another one here. I'm going to take a little detour to show you. On the left is St. George Episcopal Church. I told you we're going to pass at least 2 churches. I know that's one, and the big one, there's one coming up, is my wife's Catholic church. Can't remember the name. We'll find out soon. The reason I'm taking this little detour I'm gonna show you a really good place to eat low cost. Oh, that one is a what? Let me see the name. Let's see from here. Sure Stay Plus. Plus meaning it's probably like a little apartment type. This is Chili's. That light over there, we were right there 10 minutes ago. So this is Chili's. I want to show you this because Chili's has come along renovating their menu. Oh, let me show you the signs. The hotel behind Chili's is Comfort Suites. Yeah. They have come a long way with their menu. One of the things I like a lot about their new menu, you see that? Comfort Suite, is that they have this any three, choose any three or something like that. And it costs, like for example, I can get a big burger, probably 6 ounces, with fries and drink and chips and salsa for $10.99 or $11.99, something like that. Very cheap. I'm gonna go to this parking lot. So that's Chili's. I highly recommend it. Of course, they have the traditional stuff they always have, or the new menu, but that's all right. I'm gonna show this hotel here. Then we now exit again on is that Camino Real already? I'm not sure. It connects to Camino Real, but just to show you how easy. So if you deduct the time of these little stops, you figure out the hospital is, I don't know. I know I can go to my wife's work in about 10 minutes or less, and the hospital is before that. So on the right here is a big, I'm gonna go there and show it to you. Those cars, they do have those food pantry type, where you can get stuff, always helping people. I'm gonna go in and show you this church. It's a very big church, and it has a very unique thing. You'll see. St. Timothy Catholic Community. Well, yeah, it's a community. It's a big church. My wife's Catholic. I'm Catholic by choice. I mean, I don't choose that. My mom did. My wife's Catholic. Guess what? I'm Catholic. I'm all right with that. I'm not a church guy, but my wife is, and I support whatever she wants to do, as long as it doesn't interfere with my lifestyle. She doesn't push me. She's not like, you need to go to church. None of that shit. We've been here in golf cart. I mean, I'm taking her by golf cart for sure. That's again is 27 and 441, and at the farther end is the tennis court that I mentioned, or the pickleball court that I mentioned once. So this is the main church, but I'm going to show you. Hopefully from this side you can see it. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna make a quick stop, get the camera out, and show you that. So this is the main Catholic church, right? But I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna get the camera out of the front of the car. I'm gonna show you something really quick, really fast. That is I never seen on a church. So that's the church. That's my golf cart. Let me show you. Make sure the dog is alive. What's up? You okay? Relax. She's all right. She enjoys the golf cart rides a lot. She does. I try to do my best with her. I do work. I have my own thing to do. So that's the church. I mean, the whole thing is a church. I guess this is the main building. Beautiful church. But let me show you this. This is so cool. I never seen anything like this on a church, to be completely honest. Look, they have a sign of no golf carts in there. I wonder if that's probably people trying to go there with a golf cart. Can you believe that? They had to put a sign here so people don't do golf carts. Let me walk here. I'll show it to you. Unbelievable. Beautiful church for sure. Beautiful. Look at that. But let me show you this. You see that big flag? This is really cool. Again, I never seen it on a church. I never pay any attention, but on this one, it is. So that's the flag, and it's a full memorial for all armed forces. And it was donated by these guys in 1996, in loving memory of an unborn child. Even has the Space Force emblem, insignia. Space Force, Air Force, Coast Guard, Navy. My brother's in the Navy. He's going to Japan in about 2 months. He's in Spain now. Another Navy, and of course the Army. So this is really cool, and it's on a church. So hey, believe whatever you want, but that's what it is. So let's continue. We are not that far from the hospital, believe it or not. Just making this quick stuff for you. Yeah, that's US 27. That's my transportation mode. Let's put it back up and continue. Let's go. Okay. So I thought I'd show you that because I find it really cool. I don't know why. Interesting for sure. I'm a big supporter of the armed forces. I wanted to be I was in the Air Force ROTC to become an officer. I wanted to be a pilot, and that never worked out. And of course, I didn't continue. I left. A bunch of my friends continue. As I mentioned, my brother's in the Navy, so I'm alright with that. You go around this part of the parking lot, there's less bumps. It's a big parking lot with a big grass area. I don't know if that's a retention pond, sort of. Maybe it is. It's a beautiful, beautiful church. I'm not, as I said, I'm not a church guy, but I do enjoy the architecture. I've never been to Europe, but I've been a lot between South America and even Canada. But in South America, when I went to, where the hell I was? I think it was Brazil, probably Brazil, yeah. Sao Paulo maybe, or where the Christ in the top of the mountain in Brazil, I think that's Rio de Janeiro. We never went up to the Christ because it was it takes forever, and we were working, we don't have that much time. And also it was very cloudy, you can barely see it, so you might get all the way there, all the trouble, and never see it. But I did see a really nice church. The architecture was beautiful. So this is how you go to anything on this side. This is the Morse roundabout, and as I mentioned many times, be extremely careful. Not too long ago, maybe at the most 2 months, there was a golf cart crash here that the golf cart again lost. I keep saying to you, you're gonna lose. When you have the chance, you keep going. So this is Morse. Morse either ends or starts on 27, depends how you see it. We have cars going, that's where we're going. Now we continue that way. Eventually I'll do another video to show you a different stuff. But this is believe it or not, we're already on hospital grounds. One day on this road, I think I have the picture. One lady came over in front of me with a full-size car. Then she backed and she went into that where that gray car is. She's back in the car, went that way. Okay. I probably have the video. I'm pretty sure I filmed it and I have the pictures. Let me see if I can find it. It's probably over a year ago, maybe more. So believe it or not, we're already in the hospital area, in the hospital grounds. I'm gonna circle around. You can go left, and what it says UF Health, I don't know if you can see it. The big building on the left, that's the actual hospital. On this side, we have what they call, all these little buildings are all kinds of specialties. That one is cancer. But on this side, there are different, hospitals have different sections. Like that one on the left is a UF Health Precision, what the hell is that? Precision Health Research Center. Okay, that's that on the left. This is big building that we're gonna approach now. It's called the Sharon Morse. That's Schwartz's wife, or used to write at that. And always be careful in these parking lots. Remember, we are in a hospital. People with a lot of medication or troubles or whatever, or all of the above. So this building on the left is called the Sharon Morse building. Look at this guy, not even looking. Look at this shit. See what I mean? This is why you have to be careful. It was a lady, not even a guy. So I'm gonna show you this. By the way, this is where my ophthalmologist is. We go here. There's many different offices. We go right, which we can't, or we shouldn't, in a golf cart. We just, that's US 27441. Just be careful here, that's all. No hurries. You never know, It's another car coming now from the left. So this is the Sharon Moore's building. This all kinds of medical offices. Let me see if I can go straight to that sign where that worker is. I might get into a little bit of a trouble, but that's what you see. Sharon Moore's Medical Office Center, bunch of doctors, all kinds. Yeah, I don't have a rush. I take it easy. I use this crossing a lot. And then the hospital actually is in the back. Everything is connected. There's a bank on the right. We're gonna go to the hospital now. I'm gonna show you the closest parking lot you can use to get to the either ER or the actual hospital. I usually do the when I've been to the hospital, I usually go through the ER entrance. On the left is the ER. You go right, and there's the elevators, whatever you need to go. Right. Another oncology institute, advanced surgery center on the left. I mean, believe me, there's a plethora of options. On the right, you can see the helicopter on the helipad. That helicopter, I can, because I live so close to this area, it's just amazing the amount of times I've seen the helicopter go on. And that's not a sightseeing tour. That means somebody's in really bad shape and they need to make sure he's in proper care. So take a look at this. I'm going to show you something really interesting again. What it says here, you can read it. It says golf cart parking only. And what you see there, a full-size car. This is how fucked up people are here. Now you park here. All you have to do is walk where that guy's going. And that, my friend, is the entrance to the hospital. And then I'm going to show you now what's the difference between parking here in a golf cart and parking with a full-size car. Again, this is just for golf carts, and take a look at this shit. This is exactly why I'm telling you, you need to be really careful. They do have valet. You can go valet, and they do have that. And yeah, big cars go first. I'm okay with that. Now I'm going to show you the actual parking. Besides this parking that you see that pretty much always busy or occupied, I'm going to show you. This is a motorcycle parking area on the right. I'm pretty sure there's no car because there's a chain. So again, that's a helicopter. Very busy people for sure. I'm going to show you the real parking or the actual parking where you can park full-size cars. There are many. They're on both sides. This is one of them. And the cool part about, even though it's far, the cool part about this is they do have little shuttles that they keep going around, like golf cart shuttles. They go around and around and take you to the hospital, to the entrance. So I think that's a cool thing. My wife, that building that you see through the trees there, that's the shopping plaza I'm going to show you, but I'm going to show you also where my wife works, just to show you how easy it is. Like, believe it or not, I can see her car right now. So I'm going to go there first, and then we're going to go to the shopping plaza. It used to be called the Village Health. Now it's called Center Well. They bought it. I believe it belonged to Humana. This is called the Santa Barbara location. Every location has a name. That building, Center Well, that's where my wife worked. And the reason I say I saw the car, that blue Hyundai right there, that's my wife's car. You seen it in my home. I know exactly what that car looks like. She's backing into parking. Getting better. So this is where she works. That's the little employee entrance somewhere there. And in the front, I'm going to show you the front. That's where the actual patients go. Everything is very easy. Even if you do it by car, I mean, it couldn't be any more easy. Meaning to get to any kind of medical thing. This is the main entrance. That's where you go in and do your thing. Again, This is one of those places. I'll show you around here so you see all these, what you call these, like offices. This is kidney care. Come on, every time I go here, I find something new. So, technically speaking, I'm not supposed to be on that street, so I'm gonna loop and go back to the shopping plaza by golf cart. Legally and technically, that doesn't mean. As I always said, be careful. Look at this guy backing, the other one in a hurry. There are always people in a hurry. I don't understand. But let's go back to the to show you how fast you can go to. I think it's called Spanish Plains, if I'm not mistaken. It's another plaza that belongs to the villages. As I recall, it belongs to the villages. And I said, I don't know, if you're from Florida, you're gonna see that whenever there's a Publix, it's like the main anchor store. You're gonna see always some sort of a Chinese place, UPS store, nails, sometimes pizza. Minimum, it's like a little cookie cutter when it comes to shopping. And then you keep adding on whatever. Like the first building, the first side, this is the plaza already. This is a very long one. On the left here, you got blood donation and Quest Diet Labs and the coffee shop. I can't remember their name. Something about, it's like a religious sort of, no, the coffee standard. Koyame on there, what time is it now? It's too early. That's a good Chinese place. I want to eat there. I might, but I don't have time. And then on the left, nail places, and of course Publix. Publix is the most expensive one, but it's the better one in terms of quality, presentation. Employees are very nice, always willing to help out. Look at this idiot. Look at. You have to be careful. I buy all the produce and like ham and cheese and stuff like that from Publix, because if I buy from somebody else, they go bad faster. So basically, you see that those cars are at the end. You're not supposed to be on that street, or the people do it. So on the left here, where that little pink golf cart is, that's the UPS store. Or at least one of them, the one I go to. And you see no carts beyond this point, and still people does it. Why? Like, I can show you one right now. Let me see if I can catch it with my camera. Let me show you. You see that? Let me see if you can see that. You see that golf cart at the end, across the street? See that? That's an illegal move. Guarantee you that. It has no place. There's no golf cart accessibility on that side from anywhere. Anyways, so this is a Walgreens, and again, we got all bunch of stuff. We're going back home now. On the left, I think there's a Dunkin' Donuts. That's a Denny's. I think it's a Dunkin' Donuts somewhere here. There's a Denny's right there on the left. Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts. As I mentioned before, you got so many options when it comes to be here, like eating. I'm showing you the medical stuff. Another Citizens Bank. I don't know if this one is the same as the villages that they just sold it. I'm not sure. So let's go back home, straight down home. From the hospital or the Shadow Moore, it's the same. Look at this guy. You see that? Today is a good example day of a lot of dumbasses that drive around here, and that's why you need to pay extremely good attention. Why she's in the middle of the road? Go to the fucking sidewalk. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, today is Taco Tuesday and Dumbass Day. Look all the dumb shit in less than half an hour we already went through. I'm sorry I call the people like that, but you know what? They deserve it. Look at this car. It's a cool car. So let me go straight. Um, and then we're gonna complete now the Morse circle, circle of death. I don't know. Morse, man, Morse Boulevard. That's a very nasty road. I mean, it has a really bad reputation, but with reason. People die there. So golf cart encounters are not fun. I'm heading that way. So it's just the way it is, you know. Yes. People do dumb shit. I don't understand. There's like a little crash there. I saw those, what do you call that? I mean, the police probably checking out. Again, this is more, now we're gonna go around. I'm gonna take a little detour to show you the newest, I'm gonna show you a little detail. I'm gonna take a little detour. I'm gonna show you something. How long we've been taping? Half an hour? That should be all right. So we're done with the hospital part. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna complete the Morse circle of death. So you stop here because there's cars coming. When you see those arms racing, you stop. This is the North Morse gate. And there you go. Now we completed the Morse circle of death. People have crashed there not too long ago. I don't know if the person died or not, but it was a bad crash. I don't have the detail, but I remember the picture. And the reason is because my wife was so close. I wanted to make sure maybe she heard something, or I don't know. So, beautiful area. Again, we're heading back now. This is where we came earlier. That's the church on the left. It's kind of cloudy. Hopefully the video looks all right. I'm gonna, I had to do something after 11. I'm getting hungry. This is Second Harvest Food Bank, so that's a lot of stuff with the churches. There's a lot of food pantry, you know, around here. Like, that's a good thing. In my opinion, it's a good. I don't like when food goes to waste. I don't like it. So I like that you can do something about it. At least I remember I used to work for a restaurant, and they had this sort of a policy. It wasn't always followed because it was a very popular place and we barely had any leftovers. But when we did, we could, if we wanted, to call this number and they come pick up the food. You know, I think we did it while I was there. I didn't last long. It has to do with my late son. Don't worry about it. So yeah, I remember that. So we're heading home. We're gonna go straight. We go past Hacienda again. We're going to the bridge. Actually, let me go to I might go to the post office and pick something up. Well, no, I need to drop something up. So that's a nice way to do it. Go through the parking lot, create an issue. You save 1.5 seconds. I always say that. I have done it maybe once or twice, but for the most part, what's the hurry? The next stop is death. Why are you in such a hurry? You know, I'm not retired. I work and I have a business that I want to, trying to get off the ground. But all these people, most of them are retired. They got nothing else to do to go somewhere and look at the birds or the butterflies. I don't know. And that's always when driving this golf cart in a hurry, to cut into traffic, cut into parking lot, like. I call that shitting death. That's what I call it. Beautiful parking. Beautiful park. I'm sorry. Park. Well, it's a parking area here. Beautiful area. I'm hoping I can park my little truck somewhere here. There's places that I can do that, but I need permission because, number one, a lot of my neighbors asking, hey, Jose, why you don't park here and whatever. and it's a good place. It's shadow, you know. And a lot of people come by, so. But as I said, after 11, I have this thing to do. One open house. Because, hey, you need a home? Go get it. Probably because it's lake view, it might be a little pricey. This one on the right that you see now, we're gonna make a right turn. This one on the right, I remember they sold it. I think it was 300,000, but that's a very large, very long home. It's a very long, kind of newer side, and it has a water view. So anything water view, whether the water's there or not, you're gonna pay the price. So it's a cool thing. That one is for rent on the left. Now it's the low season, so you're gonna see a lot of renting, and of course a lot of people also selling their home, either because they don't want to be here anymore, or they die and the kids are selling their home, or they have a rental unit and they don't want to continue. I know people that did that for years and then just sell it. Right? Almost home. Let me see how this works. I'm taping dual, meaning with two cameras, two mics. I haven't done this in this software. I've done it in other software editing from Apple, Final Cut, those. But I haven't used Apple in so many years. So I'm trying to get used to this Windows-based. It's called Movavi editor, and it's still, you know, I still fumble. So hopefully this video I can do what I want, the dual views where you can see me sometimes, and then I want you to show you the outside part most. Most importantly, I just show you how to get to the hospital, find the closest parking by golf cart, but somebody use a car, you know. So even if I try to script this and figure it out, it doesn't happen. So. As my home, maybe from here you can see our brand new roof. It's a dark color instead of brown. 2-day project. They did an awesome job. Francisco and his crew. They're actually really good. So now I'm gonna leave the golf cart out because I need to go to the postal station eventually to drop off some orders. So here we go. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.